Hello. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. How are we all doing? Hope we're all good. I am not going to lie. I am very tired. Today has been a long... not a long day, just it's not a box. It looks like a box. What was it meant to be? It looks like a box. Oops, let's not accidentally hit end broadcast. That would be bad. Maybe I'm missing something. Who knows? How do we sound? Do we sound okay? Right. Oh yeah, I see the shield now. From far away, it kind of looks like a cube. Like from far away at first glance. Now that you say that it's a shield, I can see the shield, but for some reason it just looked like a cube, and I'm just kind of like, oh, it's a cube. But clearly this guy right here is a numpty. Sorry, I didn't know. Let's move this over here a little bit. And right, so basically, I mean, the idea I had for this was basically just to kind of, we're gonna basically take images of my guy here, doing like various kind of poses and things, so I can use for thumbnails, for future stuff. And basically, yeah. But with how tired I am, I can only really see this stream lasting for an hour. I am cream crackered. Then just to tell you how tired I actually am, when I got home from work, I had a shower and I laid on my bed browsing my phone, and I passed out for about half an hour. I just passed out, dead, gone, asleep on my bed, and it was a good thing I woke up because I could have very well gone past 3, among other things as well. But thankfully, we are okay. It was just a very tiring time. Right, so basically we'll just crack on now. I'll do that well since PlayStation has goodies to show me in a few hours. Ah, fair enough. Well, as I said, we'll see how we go. Right, so we want to get a couple of good reactions from this. So I've got a couple of heads here that I can use. Right, and gonna get a little bit of a behind the scenes thing of how I do this stuff, which is basically I put myself in front of a green screen and I take pictures on my phone. It's very, very low tech. Nothing entirely out of... Nothing entirely fancy, to be completely honest. Right, I think a good one to start off with will be this. So let's take me off there. Let's get my helmet removed. Ugh. I'm really just curious what Sony will show us, because they already said that Wolverine isn't showing up tonight. I'd be curious. I don't know why, part of me kind of feels like they might announce some kind of Last of Us thing. I doubt it, but anything is possible. Anything is possible. Then this. Right, there we go. Well, it's a really good thing that my quality the quality of this camera doesn't show up, it isn't as bad as my phone, because the quality on this, I don't know why the lighting is kind of all iffy at the moment. It's an interesting one. Okay, so we have one there. Boom. There we go. Someone said Sly Cooper might come back tonight. I personally find that hard to believe. I would probably say Ratchet and Clank is more likely to show up more than Sly Cooper at this point, personally. My personal opinions there. And that's just me, though. Anything's possible. We never know. You never know. But that's just me. My opinion, I think it's more likely to be a Ratchet and Clank if it's going to be a classic one. But who knows? Anything's possible. I don't think Ratchet and Clank are coming. No, it's unlikely, but you know, one can always have some hope. Because I say that like I don't have the I say that like as if I don't have the what is it? The Dimensions one, the PlayStation 5 one? I say that as if I don't own that at the moment. Still sealed as well, by the way. I haven't opened it. I am just... No, I just haven't really thought about playing it at the moment. I don't know why. I think part of me is because I'm not really too bothered by some of the future Ratchet and Clanks, to be completely transparent. But you know, that's just me. That's just me. Humble opinions, of course. Even though people might think my humble opinions are wrong, but Insomniac is on the Marvel wire, buddy. Ratchet and Clank isn't returning for years. No, that's true. Very true. I did think that when just kind of like when Insomniac was kind of doing all the Marvel stuff, it's just like, yeah, I don't think we're going to see Ratchet and Clank for a hot minute. Not for a while. Alright. Go on here. It's really blocked up. Sorry about that. What do you think of the Imperial AT-AT, a new Stormtrooper? I think it actually looks pretty good. They seem to be getting closer and closer to getting that, to kind of getting that AT-AT to kind of a scale and like a good like detailed scale. I think it looks pretty good. And to be honest, I kind of like the new Trooper, even if it is just a recolored. Even if it is just a recolored version of the Shore Trooper helmet, because that kind of works. It kind of works for like the whole Imperial Remnant kind of thing, that they're just kind of using whatever it is they got. You know, that's kind of how I think about it. Oh, you're getting sick. Oh no, that sucks, dude. Hopefully you won't get too bad. Hopefully you'll be all right. And also, hello. I feel like I actually didn't say hello to you, but hello. Hello, Imperial. I hope you're doing well. Second. Get a bit of a better angle. Go. Prices out space though. Yeah, well, I mean, let's be real. Are we so surprised about the price of the Star Wars sets at this point? That's basically over his face. Love the set itself. YouTuber and Walker are great. Yeah, no, I agree. So generally, overall, I think it's good, but with, unfortunately, a lot of things with Star Wars nowadays, it's the price. It's always going to be the price. Searching 24-hour shop to buy medicine, oof. Hopefully it won't be too rough. Hopefully it's not too rough. To be honest, it's honestly surprising that anything still surprises me. Yeah, I think unfortunately anything Lego Star Wars related just does not surprise me anymore, unfortunately. It just doesn't. It's just kind of like you either get a good price, you either get a good set that's kind of awfully priced, or you get an awful set that's awfully priced, or you might every now and then get a good decent set that is decently priced. But unfortunately those are far and few, especially in the last kind of year or so. Another one here. But you know, anything is possible at this point. In terms of the other sets, I mean, they got another buildable Grogu, another 100-pound buildable Grogu. I must point out, three of them in like the last 2 or 3 years. So I want to point out, it's just kind of like, dude, I get we like Grogu, but at the same time, three of them for 100? Like, come on, dude. It's interesting to me. Some rich kids are out there. Oh yeah, well, I mean, it's not, Martin, it's not even kids anymore, it's adults, because let's be real, they're not, these Lego is not, they're not doing it for children anymore, let's be real. City themes maybe, but certainly not Star Wars. Let's be honest. That is just not the case, I think. That's just wild. And to me, it's just kind of wild, really. But you know how it is. I might actually get another hang on, I need to get another box of accessories out. Bear with me just 1 second. Oh! Accessory box. Need to trip on a wire. On wire, lads. It's not good. Hey. Good point. The kids' marketing is just a front for Lego's true. It's true. It's just it's not good, really, is it? Always been my biggest point. It's always been my kind of biggest point with Lego with it. It's just like, you're not really advertising it for kids anymore. Like, you're just not. It's just not being done, unfortunately. What can we use? Got a video camera, so I can use that for something. Oh, ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Oh. Do we have any others? We do. Very creepy one of that. That's a very creepy smile that's on this guy. But it's fine, we can use it. Japanese Spider Noir trailer. Yes, I saw it, and yeah, I think it looks. I think it does look good. I don't know what it is. Something is just me. Something is just off about it. I don't know what it is. I'm just looking at it, and it's kind of like something just feels off. I don't know what it is though. Generally, it looks good, but I don't know. Something is knocking me the wrong way with it at the moment. I'm not sure what it is. It's just what it is. That's true. That is very true, my friend. Oh, yeah, down. I know what they're doing. All right. Let's see. All episodes are dropped on the 27th of May. Oh, all episodes. Oh, an interesting choice by Amazon there. You know what? For this one, we're gonna have the whole face out for this one, because this will be literally like such a big WTF to the point that we have to have my eyes, like my whole face is now on show. There will just be weekly releases for America. Huh? Wait. So everywhere else is gonna get all the episodes dropping at once, and America is getting and only. Eh? That's weird. But also, I'm not going to complain because, haha, sucks to be you, Yanks. Take that out of context. Oh boy, that could be interesting. It's quite funny actually. I don't know what it is. Something quite funny about that. There's something semi-amusing about that. Not sure why, but there is. Hello! Ooh. What is that? NN Trooper 10. Trooper! I'll call you Trooper for now, because NN Trooper sounds a bit of a mouthful, so I'll just call you Trooper for now. Hello, Trooper! Hello! Yeah, just yapping about series, Lego, and other stuff as I take photos of my character to use for thumbnails and future things. Because America released on MGM Plus, which is Amazon MGM's cable network. Oh, I see. Still weird. They have a weird one, but well, basically, if you're in America, sucks to suck, because you're gonna have things spoiled for you pretty frequently, unfortunately. But hey, yo, anything's. Who knows? Am I right? That's just weird. Just don't particularly understand that. Seeing all these heads just out on here is just funny about that. Wait, is this one cracked? Oh, this. Oh dear, this head is cracking. Ooh. I've actually got a head here that's kind of cracking in half. Oh, When has that happened? That is really weird. America will know how it was like having supporters. That is true. That is so strange. Never had a head crack like that before. Had to pick out another head for that one. That's so weird. Just so cracked. Not as in cracked as in good at video games. Cracked as in broken. That's true, actually. I didn't think about that. A very, 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 very good point, Martin. First Marvel show that's not under Disney. He's not the first one for a while, anyway. That's interesting. It'll be interesting to see. But I guess for that one, it's kind of like more as like a collaboration between Sony and Amazon, if I recall correctly. Do feel free to say if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty certain that's the case. Sorry, bear with me, I'm just looking for some heads that I can use. They have quite a box full of heads. Again, that sounds quite bad out of context now that I think about it. I have a box full of heads, just casual. Super casual. Good. Nothing there. I didn't find like a proper angry face. I don't know if I've actually done one of those. Just seeing. Oh, that's a lot of angry heads. Right, here we go. Angry heads. Angry heads. Okay, so okay, I got an idea for one here now. I wonder if I can do a folding arms group, I wonder. How can I do folding arms? Because that was someone's to make before, is I have an idea. It requires some blue tack. Yeah, boy, I love this year's Sony and Amazon. I did think that. Because, I mean, again, Spider-Man is owned by Sony at this point in time, so it's... seems like it'll be the case. Oh yes, I've started. I wrote a couple more things for this. Well, those who obviously won now. For a lot of things for this Asta movie kind of short animation I'm planning to do. I wrote a couple more jokes for that, and it's only owned certain media rights to Spider-Man. Well, With how they've been treating Spider-Man lately, it just kind of wouldn't surprise. It's not entirely surprising if we were to find out that they own everything. Let's be real. Well, let's be real. Oops. Oops, my phone's gone off. Yeah, no, writing about that, and I've honestly got an idea. I generally actually want. I think what would generally be quite fun to do with that is to actually kind of get like some other people to voice in it. Got an idea on a couple. Got an idea on a couple who may be interested. Maybe, I'm not so sure. But I think overall it could be quite fun. It would definitely be an interesting one to animate. Pardon. There's also cooking up a Spider-Punk movie. The animation team is already doing early development. Oh, really? That I didn't know. Really are branching out. Just branching out all of the branching out all the other Spider-Man as much as they can, I guess. I mean, why not? Definitely the way to do it if you've got all the characters to use. So I say go for it personally. Respect my friend, might as well give them good projects. That's true. That's true. Just as long as they're not being overworked, of course. As long as they're not being overworked. That's the only thing. Oh, I know what I can use actually. Use one of these or something. This is an angry head, but I'm sure I can find a use for it. We ever play a rage game in the future or something? Can use this for that. Don't know what game it would be, but go. Oh yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. It said it's just got the I mean, obviously the Tom Holland one's obviously going to be good, but I didn't know you were referring to I didn't know if you were referring to that one or the next animated one. Okay. You put a bit of blue text stuck in the arm of me, so I gotta get this out. There we go. Working on it. We're working on it. There we go. Oops, and I just dropped my legs on the floor. Come back, legs! Or is how weird that sounds out of context. But, you know. Sure, I'll see the next Spider-Verse movie too. Well, the Spider-Verse one will be an interesting one either way, because... as I said, as long as it's all alright, then there's nothing to really worry about, but... as long as the staff are being treated okay, then there's really not much... there's not really much more I can say about that, personally. As I say, everything's possible. That one. There's a zombie headset on there. Interesting. We did buy so much random stuff in the past, didn't I? I well and truly did. Alright. What else can we do? Google the stories about the animes versus Sony. Yes, no, that's always going to be my concern with any kind of big animation things now, is just whether or not I just hope that the animators are being treated well, or being underpaid, and being put through really strict and terrible deadlines. That's all I can really ask for at that point. A giant frying pan. Did I use this frying pan for something? Come back, I dropped me arm. You'll be surprised what my personal opinion on that one is. Oh. Do share? Do share? I am a curious Joe who likes to know. What am I trying to do with that? All the stuff there, I wonder. Well, actually, that's an idea. I have an idea. Personally, I was like, suck it up, you guys knew what you signed up for with this project. Oh, yes and no to a degree. It was like, yes, they know what they're signing up for, but also at the same time, that doesn't excuse their production lot for being, well, douchebags. Let's be real. I'm also saying, but I'm also going to assume that was. No, they knew. No. It's not that they don't. I'm not saying that they didn't know that, but I'm just more saying is that yes, they were probably were aware that it was going to be difficult, but that doesn't change the fact that the producers should have done. Yeah, they should have been more on top of it, kind of thing as well. You know, goes both ways. Where's that head one? There we go. Oh yeah, I don't say if it's any here, but my philosophy these past few years has always been literally no pain, no gain. No, I get it. Just saying. This one here could actually be a really good. Could be a really good thing for like raid. Like raid things on Twitch maybe. But that's also another thing I need to sort out as well. My stream elements stuff. I gotta sort that out. You know what? A sword looks pretty good, but I also kind of feel like I should have a blaster. So I'll take one with me with a sword. And I'll get one with me with a blaster as well. Because as good as the Shorten sword is, I just feel like, feels like it'll be more accurate with a blaster. Do multiple ones with this. We will do super generic Lego blaster here. Oops! Ah, my helmet! I can't lose it. I cannot lose my helmet. I only have one. But I have like 3 now, but still. There we go. But as I said, I understand. I get what you mean. It's just, I mean, I feel more for the visual effect artists because they probably have it. They probably have it worse during these points in time. Let's be real. There we go, and there we go on with the blaster. It is my blaster. Because these were the blasters that I had when I was in the Empire. We didn't have these. We had our microphone blasters. Which to this day is still really funny to me. Oh, shoot! quarter to. Do I have anything cool? Anything more to kind of do here? Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Got 14 so far. That's not too bad. Okay. That's it. Not too bad at the moment. Have a little think. Meanwhile, Paramount is still on hunting season for Warner Bros. At this point. I just pointed that. Really? They're still going? It certainly is funny. It certainly is funny to witness. It's a dead certain. They just can't work out what it is they want. It doesn't make any sense. But, you know, we can only laugh. You know? They want to be silly, then we can point and laugh at them. I'm gonna put myself on there at the moment. Be like a center stage. They don't like losing, right? Well, they're bad losers. Terrible losers. Awful losers, in fact. Just awful. In fact, they're just awful. You know? So... There's not much more really I probably want to do here, to be completely honest. You know what? I'll do something funny here. Riding a gonk droid into battle. Charge, Gonky! Go, Gonky, go. Go, Gonky, go. There we go. You gotta do some funny ones, am I right? Oh, and I got another idea as well in terms of using some props. You know, it's still kind of funny how this guy, this little guy right here, is like a 35 plus pound figure. This little guy, the OG Gonk droid, is worth that much, ladies and gentlemen. It is crazy. Excuse me. Like when Universal lost the bidding war, they didn't do anything because they walked away with what they wanted, DC characters in their theme parks. It's true. That is very true. Right, something I got over here. I'd like to make the most out of. In my box of props. Oh, goodness me, why am I so tired? This one might actually require some blue tack. Yes, might require a little bit. Fine. I think because of how much I've been yawning these kind of past, well, at stream now, I think I might do maybe one or two more, maybe yap a little bit more, and then probably call it there for now. Because of just say keep it nice and short. I promise I will be a lot more. I'll be a lot more full of energy on Saturday. And why aren't you working, Mr. Blue Tack? It's not enough for you, apparently. I never thought the reason why Paramount shifted The Last Airbender. Well, me and part of me just kind of thinks the reason they're doing that is because they don't seem to have any confidence in it being a cinema release, and that, or they're just wanting more stuff for more reasons for people to subscribe to Paramount. Which wouldn't surprise me if that was the case. There you go, got a big, now complete Saga thermal detonator right there. Still a bummer. Oh, something I'll actually send it to you after the stream, actually. Cause I don't know, man. Did you ever read the You're partially correct. They didn't want to spend the extra vertical money. They even tried at one point to sell the. Really? People, that's daft, because people will go and watch that. That's the thing. Like, that's probably the one thing, the one movie that will get people into the cinemas. That's crazy. That is crazy talk. I don't get that at all. That's weird. That is very, very weird. But alas, these are also the same people who don't know when to quit when it comes to losing stuff as well. So, you know. So anything's possible. Anything is possible with that one. As they see. They want to gamble. It's basically why K-pop Demon Hunters is at Netflix and not Sony. It's nuts. Nuts, as they say. But I suppose at the same time, the K-pop Demon Hunters is like one of the biggest kind of animations on the out there, so it kind of proves that streaming will do well. still never really understand how they calculate like how much a film or something will earn when it's on like a streaming thing like that. I feel like it can't really earn that much. I feel like in one sense it can't earn as much, but also at the same time maybe it can, I don't know. It's obviously got something to do with like numbers and things, but it's... yeah, that's a weird one. I'm not quite sure actually how that would work. But, you know. Whatever, it is what it is at the end of the day. Oh, gonna sneeze. 1 second. 3, 2. Nope, no, not. No sneezing for now. Okay, there we go. Right, I think we just rambled. We just rambled for a little bit. It's fine. But it's only gave dividends to Netflix. It was during COVID. They didn't know it would work in the practical market and didn't want to take the gamble. Well, I mean that's fair because at the time there was no one was taking a gamble on that. No one was going to take a gamble on that during COVID because obviously people couldn't go out. So it makes sense why they wouldn't gamble that particularly. You know, so it's just one of those. I think it's just one of those things. I mean, to a degree, to each their own ends. If they keep it on their Paramount Plus streaming thing, it will definitely get people subscribing, but I don't know for how long though. Yesterday it released on Netflix, and those vultures took ownership of that IP swiftly. Well, duh. I would. Any smart man, any smart business would lay claim to something like that. That is a dead certain, my friend. A dead certain. But to its own ends, it is a good film. Well, good film, good franchise now, I suppose, is probably the right thing to say. Let's be real. Netflix the vultures to a degree since they ruined Paramount's plan to now Warner. Yeah, to a degree. But it's more... they're not even vultures at that point, they just didn't have the money. They just didn't have enough money for that to be interested in. Oh my god, tired. Yeah. Big old yawn. I don't know. We didn't do too bad with this stream. This was just kind of a silly idea. What if I do something like this again, really? There's only certain ones that streams of this that will do well on here at the moment, so alas. Alas, as they say. I don't know, the streaming thing is really... I do still enjoy doing it, but part of me is kind of thinking like, sometimes, because there's been more days of it. I think more because of what's been going on in my work life more than anything, but I've just been kind of not really being in the mood to stream, and I don't like that, obviously, so Gotta get back into animating. I think that will be the saving grace, I think, but at the same time, who knows? Anything's possible. Those who I'm still skeptical. Netflix is a good home for Warner, but only if played right. Yeah, I don't know. In the words of that Knuckles meme, I don't know. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Sounds like you need some rest. It could be, but it could be stream burnout. To be fair, it could be. Could very well be. Problem is with that is that I never know when I'm getting burnt out. I don't know when I'm reaching my limits until I literally crash and burn. It's not healthy, but it's unfortunately what it is. It is unfortunately what it is at this moment in time. But alas, we'll just have to wait and see. We'll just have to wait and see. Take it one day at a time. Netflix would have, May Knuckles would approve the Netflix purchase by now. Purchased, approved. I fucking love that meme, dude. Pardon my language, but I do like that. Approved. I do like that. Don't know what it is. It just makes me laugh. I don't know. But alas, as I said, I think probably during next week I might try out Twitch just to see what it's like again. Because it's just me, guys. I don't. The whole kind of. No, we're gonna get a bit real here now, guys. The whole kind of. I feel like I'm getting a bit burnt out on just content creation as a whole. Really, because I think with the gaming stuff was quite fun, and I really enjoy editing those videos, and it's easier to kind of get that kind of. It's easier for me to kind of get that content out, because whereas with animation. Because with that, I'm just kind of sat on my computer, editing video footage. That's fine. That's all fine and dandy. With animating, it kind of requires a lot more. And I feel like all the effort is kind of not as well received. And again, I know I've said this in the past all the time now. I think it's to the point where people are probably getting tired. I'm tired of it, and it's like the numbers is not a big deal for me. But I think it's just kind of a bit of a punch in the gutters when you work so long on especially an animated thing as well. This is why animes have such a tough time. I have honestly such a tough time doing things with it, because it's just kind of like you can spend months and months at a time working on a project, and if it doesn't do well, you just you feel deflated, I guess. And that's kind of what I'm feeling at the moment. A bit deflated with stuff. But as I said, I've got big projects that I've got written down and planned that I would like to try and do. Not try and do, that will do at some point in time. But I think with a lot of bigger projects, I think I'm biding my time a bit, especially with all the work I've got to do. I'm so tired of work. But yeah, it's just tricky. It's where the gaming stuff is kind of quite fun, because it's kind of easy content to do and make as well. So yeah, we'll see how we go. As I said, it's why take a break then. No, I am chilling. I am kind of chilling for the most part. I'm not forcing myself to do stuff that I don't want to do. I am kind of taking it kind of one day at a time. It's just, I don't know, man. Just don't really know what I want to do. Before you head off, I just found something that will interest you. Oh yeah, and I've also put a message in our chat, Martin, about saying that I wanted to send you something. Really something relating to Avatar. Just put that in a thing, just so I remember. Star Wars and Marvel crossover comic is in the works. Okay, that is intriguing. That's intriguing. I'm very curious at the same time. Now that is interesting. That is interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, that's cool. Have to look more have to look up more details in that. Curious. Very, very curious. Right, I can feel my eyes getting really quite heavy now. So, Lovely is about to kick Spider-Man's ass. Yep. Or force choke. Or force chokes, you know. You never know with things like that. It counters something for that. But yeah, I'll definitely make sure I'm a little bit more energetic for Saturday's stream. Should be quite fun. And I think what I'll do, as I said, probably for next week. Next week, I've got plans for next week, and I'm going to really be throwing out very different times for streams, especially when I go on Twitch as well. Just kind of want to try out. Just want to kind of try out different things. I'll need to pick up my PlayStation 2 as well at some point. But I reckon for my Twitch streams I'm going to do, I reckon I will probably... I'm going to probably continue Bioshock 2 on Twitch. So that'll be fun. I think it'll be interesting to kind of do Twitch and see how long it will take to kind of upload VODs. Because that's kind of another good thing about having a YouTube channel, is having the VODs. Having the VODs as well, so that'll be good. And I might actually play a PlayStation 2 game as well. Not sure which one yet. Got an idea what I want to play, but it's such a... I realised I left my Discord on this whole time. I don't usually do that. Whoops! that's how out of it I am. I usually turn my Discord off. Didn't that time, Benjamin? Good job, you numbskull. Anyway, I'm going to call it there now. It's a short stream today. That's it. I promise I'll be a little bit more live on Saturday. And you know what? I think, to be completely honest, I don't think there's a lot. Because it goes such a small number in here. I say for a laugh. Though to be fair, mine, it might only just be me and you. I say for a giggle, Martin. For a giggle. Shall we go and raid Blair? Oh, I'm really trying to stream. Yeah, that's cool. I say we go and do that for a laugh. I say for a laugh, we go and raid Blair. Right. I knew this was coming. Lol. Why not? We might as well. Go and see how I'm Minecrafting. To be completely honest, Martin, she's going to be probably be into the Minecraft, so she's probably not even going to see us coming, but it's fine. It's fine, we can just stealth our way in. Alright, thank you very much for watching. I'm sorry that this one was a short one. I've really got to probably change the streaming days that I do because Thursdays are just not working out at the moment. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll go say hello. Oh, actually, hang on. Trooper Ridge. Trooper Rage, just do that. It's... Maybe baboons are more stealthy than us. That's true. Oh, that's funny. Right. So we're going to say hello to Blair now. Have a good rest of your week, guys, and I'll see you all on Saturday for an animation stream. Goodbye from here. Bye-bye. Wow.